Good evening, everyone. I am Naveen Mahendrakar, and welcome everyone for our short conversation with our very senior journalist, Mr. Bapuu Naraayannkar. Good evening, Mr. Naraayankkar. How are you?
Good evening. How are you, Mahindrakar? Thanks for
I'm
hosting
fine,
me
sir.
once
Welcome
again.
to our welcome to our short conversation, sir.
Thank you. You can proceed.
Mr. Naraayankar, the first question from my side is the President of United States, Mr. Joe Biden, has asked the Secret Service of United States to probe into the origins of Corona virus. So, what is your take on this?
Look, Mahindrakar, this order comes in the wake of growing pressure on China to be more open about the origins of the virus, which was seen first in early 2020 in Wuhan, which is home to the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Amid all this, the claim that the pandemic might have leaked from a laboratory, once dismissed by many as a conspiracy, has been gaining traction. I am very happy that Joe Biden has picked on Trump's theory that the virus emerged from a laboratory. Knowing how and where the virus originated, Mahendra is crucial to prevent it happening again because it has claimed the lives of more than 3.5 million people worldwide. This is my first reaction.
Okay, Mr. Narendkar, going forward, I just wanted to ask you, but why do you think that Biden has asked the intelligence agency to, submit its report based on uh, the virus?
This is a very important question, Mahendrakar. This is because US intelligence had conducted a survey and prepared a report in January. The report claims that many researchers had fallen ill in the autumn of 2019 and had displayed symptoms consistent with both COVID 19 and common seasonal illness. This fact sheet is very important, Mahendrakar, because this happened before the first case of coronavirus was identified. Earlier, the Republicans on the House Intelligence Committee also had released a report claiming there is a significant circumstantial evidence that the coronavirus originated from a leak at China's Wuhan Institute of Virology and that the US government may have funded or collaborated in the research that led to it. So this is my answer to your second
Mhm.
question.
Okay. Do you, going forward, I assume that, do you really think that China has leaked the virus?
We would come to know Mahendrakar about this truth in 90 days because Biden has already told the intelligence, US intelligence, to submit in 90 days. So once that report is out, we'll come to know, the world will come to know. But there is strong suspicion on China's behavior. International efforts are in progress to discover the true source of the virus. But China is not cooperating. Why is China refusing to give raw data on early COVID-19 cases to the WHO-led team probing the origins of the pandemic? Why is China delaying access to international investigators for months after the initial outbreak, virtually guaranteeing that the lab had been deep cleaned before any forensic analysis could be done? Why is it hiding the fact sheet? These questions, Mahendrakar, need to be answered to clear the suspicion that China created coronavirus to use it as a bioweapon. Moreover, an Australian newspaper has revealed that the Chinese scientists were thinking about bioweapons and visualizing a World War III scenario. The Daily also cited a Chinese government document that discussed the weaponization of coronavirus. The documents is titled as the unnatural origin of SARS and new species of man-made viruses as genetic bioweapons. This 2015 paper was authored by not foreigners, by the Chinese scientists, Chinese public health officials, and members of the People's Liberation Army. This is very serious.
Mhm. And my question would be, why is it that China would be using coronavirus as a bioweapon? What could be the reason for it?
To conquer the whole world. I am not saying this, but a Chinese virologist, Dr. Li Meng Yan, has said this. And look at the ambition of implementing the One Belt, One Road project. There are several examples. I am giving this only one example about the One Belt, One Road project, which will make it clear the imperialistic ambitions of China. Under the One Belt, One Road project, Mahendrakar, China gives loans to poor countries and enslaves them. China has already entrapped countries like Djibouti, Kyrgyzstan, Laos, Maldives, Mongolia, Montenegro, Pakistan, and Tajikistan. After entrapping these countries in debt, the Chinese government obtains strategic control of locations capable of being expanded into military bases that threaten India. The road portion of One Belt, One Road project is also known as the string of pearls strategy. The strategy is an attempt by China to encircle India with a series of Chinese military sea and air bases, which would have the ability of strangling India's sea trade routes and having the military ability of destroying the Indian Navy. So it is very clear that China has imperialistic ambitions. It wants to entrap in debt the poor countries and destroy Western world. We have seen how the Western world has been destroyed by the usage of so-called, I would say in the quotes, bioweapon. The bioweapon is coronavirus. China first transported or transmitted coronavirus in Italy, which is run by a communist regime. And thereafter, when there was a lot of cry over the pandemic and the hiding of Chinese government of the fact sheets and delaying investigations, then there was a world pressure due to which WHO-led team was sent to China. But who is heading WHO? Everybody knows. He is a pithu. He himself is a communist. So these are the facts that should be answered and should be, found out by the US intelligence. I believe after 90 days, we will come again and speak on this report. It is very important to know, if you want to prevent this pandemic from happening again and again, it is very necessary to know what happened in Wuhan laboratory. Was it created? The virus was created to be used as bioweapon. If we come to know this through this report or this investigation, then it will be possible to check such kind of pandemic in coming days or coming years. It is very necessary, at least as an Indian, it is very, very necessary to know what happened, because everybody is turning the eye, or everybody is suspicious about China. But who is getting victimized? It is India. The criminal uses it as a bioweapon, and the Indian government, through their network, through their scholars, through the left liberal mafia, the China funds them and begins a propaganda against the Indian government, showing burning corpses. Arey bhai, who has done this? It is China, who is a criminal nation, evil nation, asuric nation. Therefore, it is very important for India also to know the origination of this pandemic. It is very important. This is my response.
Anyway, thanks for sharing your thought, Mr. Naraayannkar, and hopefully that the next 90 days we would come to know what exactly the report will be submitted to the US President by its intelligence agencies. In the meantime, we would also like to, that the Indian government take precautionary measures and not to get bullied by, the so-called China's coronavirus. Hopefully that the Indian government will act more tough against China and its intentions in trying to destabilize India. Anyway, thanks a lot for your insight, Mr. Naraynkar. And we also like all our viewers to, share our thoughts to as many people as possible and like our thoughts, give your opinion so that we, speak on the interesting topics on a daily basis, which is of a state as well as a national importance. Thank you once again, Mr. Naraynkar, for coming to our short conversation. Thank you, everyone. Jai Hind.
Before we wind up, I would really, laud and praise Biden, which we all, as Indians, many Indians were not expecting that Biden will take such a drastic a stern step by picking up the line of President Trump. It was during his regime that the US intelligence had found out certain things which has led to this step taken by Biden. So, along with Mr. Biden, we should be also very thankful to Mr. Donald Trump, because earlier this theory was, ignored or thrown aside, was brushed aside by same Biden's administration. Thank you very much, Mahendra Kar, having invited me on this show. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.
Jai Hind, sir. Thank you very much.